I am recording now our class tonight. Okay, next. Let's move to whoever versus whomever. Let's go to rule number one. Oh, by the way, before anything else, have you done having screenshot in our presentation tonight?
Done, teacher.
Very good, Inda. How about the others? Good job. Good job. Very good, children. You are very alert. So every time I am presenting every slides, please automatically take a screenshots, okay? Okay?
Okay,
Okay,
teacher.
Fabian. Thank you, Inda. Okay, now, whoever versus whomever in English grammar. Now, let's read rule number one. Can you read it for all of us, Fabi? Rule number one only. Okay, Fabi, can you read rule number one for all of us?
Rule 1. To determine what hair to ask whoever or whomever. Hair is the rule. Him, he, whoever, him, whomever.
Okay, thank you, Fabi. So according to Fabi, rule number one, to determine whether to use whoever and whomever, of course, we have this pattern, same as to using who versus whom. Now, in using whoever and whomever, this is the pattern. We have this him plus he automatically equals to whoever. But if we have the same pronoun him to him plus him, it will become what? Whomever. So say, for example, give it to whoever or whomever asks for it first. What do you think the correct pronoun we're going to use? What do you think? Give it to whoever or whomever asks for it first. So what do you think is the correct pronoun we're going to use? Is it whoever or whomever?
Whoever.
Very good, Inda. It is whoever. Because if you're going to revise this, if you're going to revise this sentence, since we're going to, we are using whoever, let's revise the sentence. Give it to whoever. So instead of whoever, we are using him. Since it is the pattern of having the whoever pronoun. So give it to him. He asked it first. So since we are using him, in the next sentence we are using also he. Because him plus he, it is automatically the pronoun whoever. So since we are using the whoever, if we're going to revise the sentence, so this will become, give it to him. He asked, look, he asked for it first. Do you understand? Do you? Anyone?
Yes.
Let's try it and let's try the other one. The other example. We will hire whoever or whomever you recommend. So what do you think is the correct pronoun we're going to use?
Whomever.
Whomever. Okay. So let's try to revise the sentence. Let's make it a sentence using the whomever pattern. So we will hire. We are using the correct pronoun whomever. So when we are using whomever, what is the pattern?
Him plus him.
Very good, Inda. It's him to him plus him, to him. So instead of we will hire whomever, we will use the pattern. We will hire him, and then next sentence, you recommend. You recommend him. We will only put another him because we are using the whomever pronoun. Copy? Copy? Okay, great. So take note, okay, I might give you this kind of quiz. Say for example, I will going to give it to you, this kind of pattern sentence, and you're going to identify the correct pronoun usage in a sentence. And then you're going to have another sentence using the pattern. So say for example, your answer here is whoever. So since whoever is your answer, we're going to use the him plus he. So give it to him. We have this him pronoun, the pattern. He asked for it first. So we also have this pronoun in the pattern in the other sentence. Copy? Okay, please take a screenshot. Okay, next. The that versus which. Okay, what is that and what is which? Rule number one, can you read it for all of us? Tristan.
Rule 1. Who refers to people. That and which refers to groups or things.
Okay, very good. So it is very understandable. It's very easy to comprehend that if we're going to talk about who pronoun, automatically refers to what? Refers to what? Who refers to what? Refers to Shitya?
People.
Very good. So who refers to people or persons, okay? Refers to people. And when we are going to talk about the pronoun that and which, it refer to groups or things. Do you copy? Copy. Okay. Say for example, Anya is the one who rescued the bird. So what pronoun, what do you think the pronoun we are using in example number one? Can you guess or can you identify since it is very visible? Mm? What do you think is the pronoun we are using in example number one? The that versus which. But in rule number one, there is an additional pronoun which is who that refers to people, that and which refer to groups and things. So in the first example, Anya is the one who rescued the bird. So what do you think is the pronoun we are using? Try to analyze the sentence. What pronoun we are using in the first example? It's very obvious. Just take a look at the rule number one, the who, that, and which. So in the first example, what is the pronoun that we are using? Anyone? Anya is the one who rescued the bird. So what is the pronoun we are using? Anyone? Febby. In the first sentence, the first example, what pronoun we are using, or what pronoun we are used, or we used in the first sentence. Febby, can you guess? Febby, can you? Okay, go on, Febby. Just give it a try. So anyone? Or can you guess, Inda? It's very obvious what pronoun we are using in the example or in the first example.
She.
She. Is there she in the first example? Just, I mean,
Oh.
just just focus on the first sentence in that.
Anya.
Anya is the one who rescued the bird. We're talking about the pronoun. Pronoun. Remember the rule number 1?
Who.
Oh, who? So, what is your answer? What is the pronoun we used in the first example? Anya is the one who rescued the bird. So, what is the pronoun we used? It is. You answered it in Inda.
She.
No, the one that you answered the second.
Who.
Very good. Who? Who is the pronoun we use in the first example? Take a look at. Who refers to people? So who rescued the bird? Who rescued the bird? It is? It is who? It is Anya. Do you get it? It is who. Who is the pronoun we use in the first example? So if you're going to question it, if you're going to ask the question, who rescued the bird? It is Anya. Since rule number 1 refers to people. Who refers to people? We are not using any, or we are not mentioning any group or things. We are using, or we are mentioning the first sentence. We are mentioning about person, people, which is this, Anya. Okay, do you get it? Everyone? Okay? Okay, let's try another. Let's try. Okay. If I say, Thomas is the one who eat the fruits. It's very easy. I just revised the question. Thomas is the one who eat the fruits. So what do you think is the pronoun I am using? Thomas is the one who eat the fruits. So what do you think is the pronoun I am using? It is
Who.
very good. It is who. Because if you're going to ask this as a question, who eat the fruits? It is Thomas. Thomas is a name of a person. It refers to people. So that is why we are using the pronoun who. Do you get it? Okay. Next, rule number 2. Can you read it in the please?
Okay. Rule 2. that introduce essential clauses while which introduce non-essential clauses.
Okay, thank you, Inda. Okay,
You're welcome.
take note, okay, that and which. The that and which. Oh, let's talk about first the that. So the pronoun that, it introduces essential clauses. Take note, okay? That, the pronoun that introduces essential clauses, while the which introduces non-essential clauses. So what is essential and non-essential clauses? So we're going to tackle that later, okay? So let's say, for example, I do not trust editorials that claim racial differences in intelligence. So what pronoun I am using in the first example? I do not trust editorials that claim racial differences in intelligence. So what is the pronoun that I am using? Shitya,
I.
I pronoun.
That.
I is also a pronoun, but in that sentence, take a look at the sentence. And we are discussing about the that and which, the that versus which. So in this example, what pronoun I am using?
That.
That. Very good. So in this example, I am using the pronoun that. Take note, that, because that is an essential clauses. So let's tackle about essential and non-essential, okay? But first, in number two example, the editorial claiming racial differences in intelligence, comma, which appeared in the Sunday newspaper, comma, upset me. So in the second example, what pronoun I am using? Febby.
Yes, teacher.
What pronoun I am using in the second example? Here, in this example, Febby. What pronoun I am using? The editorial claiming racial differences in intelligence, comma, which appeared in the Sunday newspaper, comma, upset me. So what is the pronoun I am using?
Which?
Very good. Very good, Febby. It is which. Now, since we are using the that and which pronoun, and it states here that the pronoun that introduces essential clauses, while which introduces non-essential clauses. So what is essential clauses? Take note, okay? Take note. Do a screenshot here, please. Do a screenshot for your reference. Done? Done screenshot? Okay, good job. Okay, take note, okay? Take note, class. When we talk about essential clauses, it does not have or do not have. This clause do not have any commas. Take note, no commas surrounding them. While the non-essential clauses, they are surrounded by commas. So opposite to essential clauses. So again, take note, essential clauses do not have commas surrounding in it or surrounding them. Okay? No commas at all in a sentence. That is essential clauses. While the non-essential clauses, opposite to essential, non-essential, are surrounded by commas. So what pronoun is essential clause again? What pronoun is essential clauses again? What is it? What pronoun is considered as the essential clauses? What pronoun? Anyone? The pronoun that introduces essential clauses is what? It is? What did I highlighted? It is? Anyone? What did I
That.
highlighted? That. Very good. So that word or pronoun is considered as the essential clauses, but but in which, take note, which introduces non-essential clauses. So say for example, again, let's go back to our example. Since essential clauses do not have commas, take a look at in our first example. Do you notice any commas in the sentence? Do you notice? Okay, children, do you notice any commas in our sentence? It is a yes or a no. In this example, do you notice any commas? Yes or no? Anyone? In the,
Yes, teacher.
do you notice any commas in our sentence? In this example,
No.
very good. So it's a no. Since we are using the that pronoun, no commas at all. So what clauses it is called? It is, it belongs to what? Essential clauses. Because essential clauses do not commas surrounding in it. So opposite to non-essential clauses. So in this example, Tristan, what do you observe in this example? Tristan,
Yes.
what do you observe in the second example? The first example, in the answer that there are no commas. No commas observed in the first example since we are using the pronoun that, and that pronoun is I belong to essential clauses. Essential clauses do not have any commas in the sentence. But in here, in the second example, what do you observe? There are what? We are using the pronoun which, and which is belong to non-essential clauses which are surrounded by commas. So what do you observe in the second example? What have you observed, Tristan? There are what in the sentence? Shaitia, can you help Tristan? What have you observed in the second example? In the first example, Inda said that there are no commas. Do you know what is comma?
Yes.
Okay, good. So in the second example, what have you observed? What are being added on?
It's a comma.
Very good, Inda. Since the first example does not have any comma, since it is essential clauses, in the second example, we are using the pronoun which is belong to non-essential clauses. So in this sentence, we are having the what this? What is this? This.
Comma.
Very good. We are now having commas. Take a look at, okay, in the first sentence, the editorial claiming racial differences in intelligence, comma, next, we are using the pronoun which appeared in the Sunday newspaper, comma, and then upset me, period. Do you get it? Copy? Since since we are getting it right here, the word pronoun which, and then you automatically see that there are commas in the sentence with the use of pronoun which, then automatically it is non-essential clauses. We are using the which pronoun. But if the sentence does not have any commas and we are using the dot, that means that is an essential clauses. Understand? Understand? How about the others?
Understand.
Okay, good job. So do not forget the note here. Always remember the note that is what essential clauses that do not have any commas surrounding in it. The which is non-essential, which are surrounded by commas. So just analyze the sentence. Just analyze the example, especially if using the pronouns that and which. It's easy to determine because that is essential clauses, no commas in the sentence, which is non-essential clauses, which are so many commas or there are commas in the sentence. Copy? May I see your thumbs up? Okay, good job, good job. Okay, next. Let's have rule number 3. Can you read it, Fabi? Rule number 3, Fabi. Fabi?
Rule 3. If this, comma, that, comma, this.
I know. Okay, Fabi, if you're going to read the sentence, just don't say the comma word. If you are reading, if you are reading a sentence, if there is a comma, what you are going to do? You're going to what? Okay,
Rule,
listen,
rule
listen,
3.
okay? Okay, listen, okay, Fabi. If you're going, everyone, okay, take note. If you're reading a story or a sentence, if there is a comma in it, always remember that you are going to pause. Pause for a while, just for a while. Okay? Understand? So, what you're going to do, if you're going to read it, so I will going to read it first, Fabi, okay? So, since there are commas, so please listen. If this, that, these, and those have already introduced an essential clause, you may use which to introduce the next clause, whether it is essential or non-essential. So every time I see a comma, I pause for a while, then continue the sentence. If there are commas out there, I will pause again for a while. Copy? Copy? And then if you're going to see a period in a sentence, you are going to stop. Stop for a while. Then move to another sentence if there is any. Copy? Copy, everyone? Let me see your thumb up. Thumbs up. Okay, great. Inda, copy?
Copy, teacher.
Okay, thank you. Okay, read it again, Phoebe. Do not forget, pause for a while if you see commas, okay? Okay, Phoebe, go on.
If this, that, this, and those have already introduced an essential clause, you may ask which to introduce the next clause, whether it is essential or non-essential.
Very good. Good job reading. Very good. Okay, listen. That's how you're going to read every time you see commas or period. We're going to use the proper punctuation. If we're going to see these punctuation marks, we're going to follow the correct reading. Okay? Again, if you're going to read a story or a sentence, if you see comma, you're going to pause for a while. If you're going to see period, then you will stop. Stop for a while. Stop. Then, if there is a next sentence to be read, then read it. Okay? And then, if you're going to see exclamatory, what emotion should you use? Or what intonation should you use? The exclamatory. You know what's exclamatory point? It is like this. Here. See that? The one I have highlighted? That is the exclamation mark. So what do you mean the exclamation mark? It is what? If you're going to read that in a sentence or in a storyline, you are what? You are? It is actually, if you see exclamation mark in a sentence or in a storyline, it is an extreme emotion. Whether you are happy, you are shocked, you are surprised, or you are angry. Understand? Understand. Good. But if you see this punctuation mark also, that what do you call that punctuation mark? It is what? It is a what do you call this? Inda, what do you call that mark?
Question mark.
Very good. It is a question mark, meaning you are going to ask a question. Understand? Okay? Everyone? Good job. So do not forget the usage of the punctuations because they are very useful in reading our discussions every night or even in a story. Okay? So since we're almost in time. Yeah, we're almost in time actually. We're going to continue this. We're going to continue all of this and then after here I might give you a short quiz. Okay? Is that okay with you? I will going to discuss it all because we're going to move for another grammar again. Before moving to another grammar or another pronoun, we're going to have a short quiz. The one that I have discussed tonight and on the next week. Get it, everyone? How about the others? Do you get it, everyone? Okay, please unmute. Let me hear you say yes.
Yes.
Okay, good job.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good job. Very good. So I hope you do have screenshots in our presentation tonight. Just read so that you can familiarize all the rules. I am not advising you to memorize, but more like familiarize. Okay, do not memorize, but more like familiarize the rules of having the correct grammar or pronouns in a sentence. Okay, read, familiarize, and understand. Okay, okay, everyone. Okay, good job. So, are you done eating your dinner? Done? Done
Done.
eating? Okay, very good. Thank you. So, since we are done in our class tonight, you can take your rest. Um, have some more time to relax your body, your mind, and everything. Okay? Thank you for tonight. I'll see you next week. And good night. Enjoy the rest of the night. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye,
Goodbye.
everyone.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye, teacher.
Goodbye. Bye
Goodbye,
bye.
teacher.
Goodbye. Good night.